Hey guys, welcome back to day 3, and today it's time to take down the bunk beds. It's kind of sad because these are by far the most well-built part of the camper, but I don't have kids. I don't plan on having kids anytime soon, so I don't need bunk beds. So my future with this area is where it cuts off from the bathroom. I think I'm actually going to make it the wardrobe. So I'm going to move where this was there, and then I'm going to have all of this space for who knows what. Maybe a type of study, work table. I'm not exactly sure. But I'm going to take out all of this and see where that gets us. I'm going to try to save probably the wood of the bunks because it actually looks pretty good. But all of this is coming down, and I showed you guys earlier that inside that there is a bunch of water damage on the ceiling. So that's another reason why I have to take this down, is because I need to get back there, and as of right now I am not crawling on this bunk to get back there. I'm just going to take it all out and probably repurpose the wood for a dinette table, or maybe a fold down futon type of thing for the front. I'm not exactly sure, but I'll try to reuse all the wood that I can. Let's get to it. So this is what I have done so far, but I took a time out because I need to take off the screens on these windows, so I paused the video a little bit, but I wanted to show you underneath here. Seems like such a waste of space. Like, they don't have any opening to get into here, so it's just like 2 feet by, I think this is close to 67 inches of nothing. So it's good that I'm taking out these bunk beds because I need to figure out the wiring and figure out what this is. I think it's the hot water heater, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm kind of scared to get into that. Obviously an animal was making its home here, which I can't blame it. This thing was sitting for probably over 10 years. But I'll get back with you guys once I get off the screens and try to figure out my next steps. So this isn't nearly as bad as I thought it was. There's actually carpet underneath there, which is kind of surprising. But before I start even on the top, I want to get all this fluff out, because it's kind of scary. I don't exactly know what's all in there. I'm going to put my mask back on. I totally forgot to put it back on the last time. And then I'm going to sweep all this onto my tarp, and hopefully there's no animals under there.
with me all the time. Oh, how long will I have to wait? How long have we been too late? Now I wish that we never met, so that I don't have to try to forget you. Wasted youth, wasted love. Yeah. Was filled with potential, but I wasted. I am wasted on the thought of you. Don't know how to cut me loose, cut me loose. I can't get you out of my mind. You're still with me all the time. Oh, how long will I have to wait? How long have we been too late? Now I wish that we never met, so that I don't have to try to forget you. How long will I have to wait? How long have we been too late? Now I wish that we never met, so that I don't have to try to forget you. Drifting away. Now I'm drifting
So this is the corner where the bunk beds were, and I just wanted to show you that how much water damage is already happening. So this is only the second layer of the fake wood. So I just ripped that off and I see all of this. And this is where the ceiling's already getting bad too. And you can tell in here that the wood is rotted. This whole corner. We're going to be doing a lot of framing, which is okay. For those of you who know the people, or who don't know, sorry, the people I bought it from actually already bought wood to do the framing, and they gave me the wood when I bought the camper. So I know that I will have plenty of wood to redo all this framing. I just have never done anything in a camper before, so I wasn't looking forward to doing the framing, but that's pretty extensive. I can't wait to get my camper inside the shop so that I can take off the metal and re-butyl tape everything and reseal everything, because I do not want this to happen again. This is bad. Bad. Stay tuned. Alright, this is the finished project of the bunks. Yeah, there's not much to say about it. Actually, this was also the battery box. Sorry, my thing is not adjusting very well. This is where the battery box was. I tore it out. From what I have researched, I don't want a deep cycle marine battery that I have to vent. I want a lithium battery, which I know is more expensive, but from every single resource I have found, they last longer, and they're better. They have a better lifespan, even though it's double the price. But the power I want to be able to have in this camper, I need a big battery. So maybe this will still be the batteries, but it's definitely going to be more than one probably. I also want to add solar, so I am going to have like inverters and chargers and breaker boxes and fuse boxes and all sorts of fun stuff. And this might actually be a pretty good corner for it. I mean, it's already got an access panel, so that would be nice. We'll just see. This is a complete hypothesis. I have no idea what I want to do with this corner yet. But it's big. I didn't think I realized how big it was, actually. This is every bit of 3 feet, maybe more. I didn't measure it. But it's a pretty good space. The water damage that I showed you guys earlier is all right there. Actually, when I was demoing, a couple of the pieces fell off the frame. So, I don't know. Let's see if you can see this. A little bit. So this is completely gone right here, going vertical, and then horizontal, it doesn't reach the end either. All of that is from rot. So this is probably not attached. Yeah. That's gone. But dead hornets or wasp nest, I did not do that. Oh, let's fly. Okay, whew. Out you go. I couldn't get this part because it actually, this side of the bathroom was built over the back. So it continues on. It doesn't stop there. And then when you try to go on the other side to get it, you run into this. And it's way back there. It's not here, you know. So that's kind of discouraging because I initially thought that I wasn't going to have to demo the bathroom. And I know that's a fool's thought, but I was still hopeful because it looks pretty good. I mean, there's not any water damage that I can see. So I really thought that I could just keep everything and it'd be fine and dandy. But I think I'm going to have to demo the bathroom, and that's what's next. Because if I want to completely redo my water and redo my electricity and redo everything, I have to tear out everything. I mean, all of this has to come out also. Yeah, but another pro, I'm trying to think positive here. Another pro for tearing out the bathroom is I can completely redo it if I want, like the layout. Like if I don't want the toilet right there and the sink right there, I can move the toilet on this side and have a bigger bathroom if I wanted. This is directly into the black water tank, but it's just a grommet, you know, it's just a hole, and I'm redoing all the base flooring and everything anyways, so it wouldn't be so much trouble as to move that over there and have pipe connecting that hole to the black water tank underneath. Or, you know, I have to redo the piping anyways, so it's like, that's the single good thing I have come up with I have to demo this bathroom. So that's what's next. I think I'm going to start from this side and go in, but before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and take out as much things as I can. So I'm going to take out the cabinets, I'm going to take off the hangers, I'm going to take off maybe all of this if I can, especially the lights, outlets, switches, window. That's with brad nails, so that might be interesting to take off. So yeah, I'm hoping, well, so my family actually has a spare tub, but I think I might stick with this one once I paint it with that whitewash paint that I talked about in an earlier video. And I have never done a bathroom before, so this is going to be really interesting. Definitely going to change out the shower head, just because I want to be able to get a good spray, good pressured spray. So we'll see which one they suggest recently, but I think I might keep the tub, but everything else is going to be trashed. I might keep the shampoo holder, and I might keep that shampoo holder just because I think it's cool to keep some things from the old. This skylight is great, still works. I don't have a frame for it. I don't know if you guys can see this. So I don't have a frame for it. It's just kind of stuck in there, and it's not sealed from the roof. So this can for sure leak. You can see that there's space in between there because it's not sealed. But we'll get to that once we get to the roof and the outside things. So as of right now, I'm going to take off everything that I can, and then I'll get back with you guys. Alright guys, this is after I've taken out everything that has screws. The only things I have not taken out are these, because they're not Phillips. This is, I don't know, hopefully you guys can see that. Nope, can't see that. Anyways, it's like a wrench type one, and then this is flathead. And I think they're just screwed into the fake wood, so it's going to be pretty easy to rip out anyways, so I'm not super worried. The screws for this cigarette lighter 12 volt thing is up under there. And I can't get my screw gun in there, so I'm not going to do it. There are screws here and there, so on and so forth, that I will get after I rip off this wall. Shower curtains gone. I couldn't also get my gun into there. The screws, this one's completely rotted, so it's easy coming out. Got rid of the old border, I guess. And then these are actually flatheads. And I didn't bring that yet. And this is probably going to be one of the last things to go anyways. So I kept those for now. I think I'm going to start tearing out this wall, that wall, and this wall. Ta-da! So the wall went away here. This wall and that wall went away. The sink, toilet, countertop, gone. What I find funny and interesting is how different the wallpaper looks. Up here used to be a mirror, and you can tell like this is pink and red and brown and kind of pretty. And then you get to where it's older and it looks terrible. Like it's yellow, it's gray. Kind of cool to see. I'm pretty sure that this is original wallpaper. So 1983 wallpaper. And as you can see, especially right here for some reason, it's very gray. Let's see if I can get you guys closer and see. Oh yeah, you can see from here. Just the difference is insane. But now I'm gonna get started on the wall. So that's why I wanted you guys to see the wallpaper first. I think I'm just gonna tackle it exactly like I did the fake wood. The switches, this one's stuck in the on position, so it's gonna be garbage. And this may or may not be garbage. We'll see how well it comes out. So the reason I'm having trouble on this corner is because the wallpaper and the wood actually go behind the shower. So they did all the walls and then they put in the little stuff. Like the bunk bed, paper, and backing went all the way through to the sink counter. So just gotta do what you gotta do. And I already took off this piece of the inside of the tub. And now I'm trying to tear off this wall so that I can get the tub out. But there's some screws protruding from here. But this layer, the white bath layer, is covering up where those screws are coming from. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to actually separate these layers and try to get this white one away from the brown and the wood and these studs. They're not really studs, they're like little studs. So that I can hopefully tear this out a lot easier. Let's see. Oh, I don't know if you can see this, but the wall is actually hitting the tub. So we actually need to get the tub out of the way before we get the wall out of the way. So I'm going to keep going and undoing this metal bracket around the tub, and I'll get back with you guys. Alright guys, the metal is off, and now it's time to take out the tub. Before I do though, there are 4 screws, at least 4 screws that I counted, we'll see. Pretty much one in every corner. I don't see one there, but there's one there, one there, one there. That's holding the tub. It's like the plastic, I don't know, up part on the tub. So I'm just going to unscrew those real quick, and then we should be good to go. So, sorry I didn't show you guys how I got the tub out. It was actually on accident. I got this wall done, and so I started messing around with the tub, and I was like, why isn't this coming out? So I just kind of gave it a yank, and just boop, popped right out. So I just threw it outside, and this is the aftermath. This wall, once I got the 2 white side and the brown side on this side out, it was a lot easier to see the studs and then figure out what was happening. Now I'm going to clean up this area real quick. Alright, I'm going to try to take out this box. It's not just loose, like it's definitely screwed in somewhere. So I'm just going to try and find it and see what we get. So I think that was just to raise the tub up enough to get the drain where it is right now. That's the only thing I could think of. I think they didn't want to run this underneath the baseboards or the base floor. So they just raised the tub up. I don't know. So be careful when you're pulling wood out of the floor, because sometimes the screw will stay in the wood, which is what it's supposed to do. But sometimes, because it's so rotted, the nail or the screw actually stays in the floor and not in the wood. So make sure that your whole surface is flat, because I've already stubbed my toe multiple times on screws that have stayed in the floor. I just wanted to give you guys a quick look around at the end of day 3. This is what I have. I finished all the walls, which is fantastic. The only place where I still have stuff on the walls that's not insulation is behind here, because I think it actually goes behind the wheel well. And you might be asking me, why have I kept this here? That's because it is heavy and I am by myself. So I am waiting for someone to come and help me so I can disconnect everything and move this out to the shop so I could take a good look around at the electrical and how everything's set up and see if it'll still work. I'm pretty sure that this is the heater. This is, sorry. Let's see if it says Duotherm. That's all I got. I mean, it actually looks in pretty good shape. I'm very surprised that this is still on, actually. I hope it still works. That'd be fantastic. But you can tell from here that this is gas powered, or LP powered. LP stands for liquid petroleum, I believe. No, liquid propane. Woo! Sorry. Liquid propane. So, if we were to follow this gas line, it'd lead us back around, down, and then 2 of them come back up. 1 and 2, and now they're just kind of all over the place. Like, I don't know what to do with these yet. But I'm sure one goes to the stove, and the other one could have possibly gone to the refrigerator. Some refrigerators are electrical or with LP, depending on what kind you get, or they do both. So, pretty sure that's a heater. Woo! We're getting there. This, on the other hand, is a water heater. Some people say hot water heater, but that doesn't make sense because it's actually heating up cold water. So, it's just a water heater. I have no idea if this is going to work or not. The piping is a lot easier to understand now, since I have all of the walls and all of the dividers, and I can just see exactly what's going on. There's still some parts that confuse me, don't get me wrong. For example, let's see. I know that these two shooting up are for the shower. No problem. Keeps going. There's two little notches right here. These might be shut-off valves. Ooh. Can you focus? 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 Nope. Not going to focus. Well, they're little valves. And I think they're just shut-off valves to go, like, it'll stop at the shower and it won't continue on that way. What continues on this way is two lines. One is for cold and one is for hot. They put red tape on hot, I would assume, fingers crossed. And so we could follow both of them to here. Now, I have no idea which one's cold and which one's hot. I haven't followed them that closely. And this is going outside. So I think it might be like a type of drainage system, because I thought the city water was right there. So I have no idea what this is. But these two continue on, and then they're just loose. So I think that they went to a kitchen sink, maybe? You see the red here, red for hot. So that means that this one that's going outside with this little nubby is cold. It's very interesting. I don't know what that little part is. So, we still have some things to figure out. I mean, take it back. Not really, because I'm going to redo all the piping. For the water, I'm going to be using probably PEX tubing. PVC is still great for drains and tubage and so on and so forth. I mean, if there was no leaks in this, and this is exactly where I wanted my shower and my sink, and I'm guessing that the gray water tank is there, which means I think this is also part of the gray water tank. So I think the sink must have been here. So I don't know why that's so far away. I have no idea. No idea. When I got this was already gone. There was no... The sink was already put away, and so on and so forth. I guess I should show you the rest of the camper, huh? Don't mind all my stuff. Those are my speakers. And lights, and tripod, and cords for speakers. But all the walls and stuff are still bare. You can see the beam of the frame that already fell down. And this is the shore power cord. I already pulled it out of its, this is probably the most ghetto shore power I've ever seen, but the shore power actually came from there. And this is just, like, I actually probably need to tear it out, but if it rains, I mean, it offers some kind of protection, sort of. But the shore power goes directly into this breaker box. Because this isn't fuses, those are breaker boxes. I probably will test out if this still works, but chances are I'm going to be redoing all of it, including the Romex coming out. The only thing I may possibly save is, excuse me, all of the outlet boxes itself. But I'm afraid the wiring is just too old, and maybe I won't even do that. I'm not sure. Like, there's black wiring, black Romex. I don't know where that goes to. And as I said before, this is all loose from the bottom. It should not be moving that much. I have a nice cross breeze, which is good. And I think in order to kind of protect the trailer from wind, because we are in Wyoming, it's definitely windy, I'm going to leave the windows open so that if it does have a strong cross breeze like it does right now, it's just going to go through the trailer instead of hitting the side of the trailer and being stopped. And that's going to lose the integrity a bit more when I do that. Overall, I'm very happy with my progress. This is day 3. And when I mean day 3, I mean full, probably 8 hours working for 3 days has got me this far, which may seem like not much, but I'm happy with it. And it's nice that I can finally see my rear brake lights. Those have to be fixed too, because when I turn on my right signal to turn, I get hazards. They both come on, which means that my, let's see, this is left. This left one has something wrong with the wiring. I'm not sure what it is yet. I haven't even looked that far. That's way down on my list because this trailer is not going to go anywhere anytime soon. So I don't need brake lights anytime soon. But when I start figuring out electrical and running electrical, that will be on the list for sure. Tomorrow, we are going to get started on removing all the insulation. I know a lot of people hate this part because they get itchy and it's nasty and there's mildew and so on and so forth. But I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I've already removed a little bit. And it's very easy to tear out. It's very easy to throw away. I have bags ready. I think I'm going to wear a long sleeve tomorrow just to make sure that I don't get it on my skin. Because as you can see, there's some nasty going on. Which is expected, I guess, because it is an old trailer. But I am waiting for my father to get home so that he can move the Bobcat and I can move the camper in the shop. I am looking forward to moving this in the shop because right now, if it rains, there's going to be so much water in the trailer, which, I mean, now is a great time. If it wants to rain, Mother Nature, if you want to rain right now, girl, you do it. You can do it right now. It would be a fantastic time because I have nothing to lose, you know? The only thing I might do if it does rain is come in here with a tarp and cover this bad boy because it might still be salvaged. We'll see. Otherwise, I am signing off for day 3. I will see you guys tomorrow or next week, depending on when I make, edit videos, so on so forth. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.